What's up, everybody? It is Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And we have got to do this drop day preview on the Serial Killers Series 2. This is just too much for me, and I'm super excited about it.
Woo!
And we're going to run through all of the items, and then I'll explain to you why I absolutely love this drop idea. Okay, now on the last one, on Serial Killers 1, I only managed to get Fat Tony and Captain Cornstarch. I did not get Count Chocula or Count Chubby, whatever his name is, and I did not get Honeybutt, and I regret that. I should have picked those up while I had a chance, and had I known that these new ones were going to be coming out, I would have been all over it. So let's just pull up the information from the Medium site and talk about this. I've got Sugar Diabetes, the sugar bear, up here because that's the most hilarious. When I saw this, I almost fell over. This is just too much for me. And it's so true how the cereal industry has just turned our population into a bunch of type 2 diabetics. It's sad. And so I can relate to this because I'm a health nut and had a lot of problems because of my bad eating habits. Because I used to pound down a box at a time of some of these cereal products. And so me being 54 years old, I grew up with a lot of these brands. And that's why I can relate to it. And when I gained 50 to 80 pounds over the years after being a glutton and gobbling down boxes of cereal at a time, I can relate to this, and that's why I like it so much. All right, so let's pull up the Medium site. Here we go for Ron English Serial Killers 2, and we'll scroll on down and check out the edition. So this is some good information here, the little background information. I really like the write-up that they have. Let me scrunch this in a little bit more, make sure we can see all of the writing. There we go. So Ron English back at it again. And let's just run through the items, starting out with this hilarious 2-ton Sam. Man, I ate Fruit Loops like crazy. I used to love Fruit Loops. One of the worst sugar-filled cereals that is out there. And it tasted so good. It had all of the FDC yellow dye, red number 2, all of the garbage that you don't need to be ingesting was all included in the good old Fruit Loops. So it's going to be our common, and 2-ton is going to be 40 gems. There's 4,444. Now, just to let you know, I'm buying all of these right off the bat, and I'm predicting they're going to sell out. It might be a complete sellout within hours. I don't see any of these being left at all now that we know how well the Series 1 has done. So I will be getting a 2-ton Sam. The next one, which is completely hilarious, the very monstrous character who is Frankenfat from Frankenberry. I tell you what, the Frankenberry was so good, but it was so sweet, I almost could not handle it. I used to get the Count Chocula more than the Frankenberry, and Frankenberry was just a once in every while treat because it just was over the top sweet. It would turn the milk just bright pink. Oh man, I just can't imagine how much sugar is in one serving of this pink colored milk concoction with fake marshmallows just to add insult to injury. So here is Frankenfat. And he's going to be our uncommon at 50 gems with only 3,333. All right. Now, I'm going to hope to snag both of those, maybe not on drop day, but I'm going to try. Now, here's my guy, Sugar Diabetes. This is too much. I love it. And he's the only one holding a bowl, so I really like this one. So Sugar Diabetes, he looks like Mr. Sugar Bear, but he's actually holding these little cookies, which could be a play on Cookie Crisp cereal, because I used to eat a lot of Cookie Crisp too. But I think this is Mr. Sugar Smacks, the Sugar Bear from Sugar Smacks. And so he's going to be our rare with only 2,222 at 60 gems. I am going to go for this one and for the ultra rare, this hilarious, ugly looking, and I love the fact that how ugly these things look, because this is what they turn people into. They turn us into these nasty, grotesque, ugly looking things, not like the playful, fantastic cartoon characters and the muscular Tony the Tiger that we saw on the original commercials. No, this is what people ended up looking like. Weirdos. over chubby, chunkified weirdos. And so the name on this one about knocked me out of my chair. The Yucky Charmer. And he looks so creepy. He looks like he looks like a Yucky Charmer. So Mr. Yucky Charms is our ultra rare with only 1,888. List price 90 gems. We might be lucky to get this. I'm thinking that this is going to sell out in a tenth of a second. If you don't hit buy on this one just right, you're not going to get it. And so I will share with you that you want to use the Gales method of waiting 90 seconds if you didn't get your first one, or if you got your first one and you want another one, count down 90 seconds from that timer opening up the drop, because that's when people's failed transactions will happen when they don't have the gems to close out that purchase by the end of the 90 seconds that they give you. And so you can jump back in and get first dibs on other people's rejects. And I'm going to use that method to grab Yucky Charmer. I'm going to get you, Yucky. I'm going to tackle him first and then try to tackle Sugar Diabetes second. And if I don't get him, I'll wait the 90 seconds and then I will grab him after that. Once I secure the first two, I'll go back and try for Frankenfat and 2-Ton Sam, which I'm thinking by that time they're going to be gone. I'm telling you what, I really do think they're going to be gone. But I've already got my gems loaded up. I've got over 410 items now in my stash, in my vault. And so I sold enough that I've got plenty to pick these up. So I've been wheeling and dealing, and actually I've been buying too many of the Marvel comics, which, by the way, keep in mind that Marvel tax when you're doing these Marvel comics. I was selling one of mine. I'm going to sell my ultra rare Hulk edition for 275 gems, and the tax is like ridiculous. So it's going to cost me, what, like 25 gems just to make that sale, because you have that extra luxury tax on those items. Well, anyway, that's about all I've got. We will get back with you on Saturday and let you know how we do. And you can always join my VeVe channel on Telegram, which is listed in the description. So you can come and chop it up and talk about things. We don't post things for sale, and it's not a swap shop. We talk strategy and information as it relates to VeVe and the drops. And for the price action on the OMI token, which I've got another technical analysis update coming for you for the OMI token. Tell your friends, tell your family. It's going to be a positive report. You're going to like what I have to say. So that's all I've got. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see y'all after the drop, boy.